everybody, welcome back to Terra Firma Craft Season 3, where I've just spent 15 minutes recording and not recording. Fortunately, it was mainly me gaffing up on Aura Cascade, so you've not really missed anything other than derpage. So let me take you over to tell you what, show you what I've been doing, and we can get on with this and with 100% less derp, or at least maybe 50% less derp. So I have rejigged everything around here. We've got the drop momentum pump is running down here. I've moved this all over so it's not facing on that side. This has lost a momentum pump and has moved over here to just having this kind of setup. You can see this has dropped down, brings it back down to a single thing. There is a reasonable amount of red aura in there. I would like to put some more red aura in actually. In fact, let's just do that now while we can. I think we'll only get away with another 24 anyway, because we haven't got that much of this. We need to make some more of this. Well, let me just dump this into the system, and that should equalize out about 50% either side. So that should equalize out till it's about 20,000 either side. Perfect. And then there's a redstone block down there, and that is because red aura absorbs explosions to pump upwards. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn you on for starters, and we are going to come on over here, and we're going to make those on the floor and those on the floor to make us some white ingots eventually anyway. So that should be off. That should be doing the business, coming down at a rate of knots. And of course this thing should all now be pumping in, and we've got lots and lots of gunpowder and TNT coming through. And that is going to go a long way to, we're going to place you on there, so we need a diamond and these three white ingots. I can't remember what they're called now, but almost there. We'll soon find out. Bang, there's, we should have found out. That's right, isn't it? Wool. No, it's wool. You muppet. Alright. Why did I think it was dye? It's wool. I mean, it is a particularly strange... In fact, it's not particularly strange. It's a very strange recipe, really, combining metal and wool together. If you actually sit down and think about it even for 5 seconds, yeah, it's a bit of an odd one. But why I thought it was dye, what happens when this is what happens. You record for a while, take a step back, and come back, record again, and you completely forget how the system works. So have some of that and some of that. Oh no. And some of that. Off you go. Right, so we just got to wait for these to come around again. This is fine because we want quite a lot of TNT. Probably more than 16, but we'll just take 16 for a while. Now, at the moment, this obviously is just creating... I mean, we've got 45 stacks of gunpowder there. Plus those. Yeah, at the moment this is going up very quickly. And obviously what I want to do is get this auto crafting TNT ultimately, and there is a way to do that, but we're going to need to sort out some sand. That's going to be the I may just need to manually supply the sand, but I love the fact we get TNT from these guys. That really does make a huge difference for this, because we can build this up steadily, and world is good and happy. So Aura Cascade, yeah, weird ass mod. I think that's about the fairest you can say about it. It's a very, very strange concept in its own right. You know, it requires this strange setup, and there we go. That's 3 of those. We'll turn you off and we'll put you there, there, and there. So we're making an arcane white gem. It requires a mixed bag of power there, and we're going to use the TNT down here. Now as long as there is power in this node, red aura, this thing here will receive power, and you can see that is going up already. It's going up reasonably fast actually, and eventually it will create a thing. Now there's a chance I think that it may drop down that hole, which will be a pain if it does, but we'll see. So the 20,000 bit, that's easy. It's this one here that requires the 60,000 that can be a bit of a pain, and when it slows down you can see we're getting close to balancing up. Whack down another TNT and boom, and off it goes again, climbing up to that elusive 60,000. Now this is fine providing the thing is actually using the red power, but as long as it's the some ingredients require you to use different coloured auras, and you can't use this system to synthesize these gems for that. You're going to have to use something else. But right now we've got an arcane white gem. We can use that to make a fairy charm if we wished. We're not going to for now. What we are going to do is we're going to grab you. We're going to pop this down, grab 3 of those and put that away. And then we're going to take our white gem, which is going to go here. We're going to take our 1, 2 and 3. That should now, oh, that should be right. Okay, what's going on here then? Arcane, oh, arcane prism. Arcane prism. How do you make one of those then? First off, turn ours, yes. Arcane gems are the next day coming all made into vortex, blah blah blah. Yes, we got that. The final arcane gem of all 8 colours near a cascading processor. Okay. All 8 colours. Pop. 1. Pop. 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 I did obviously make all of this for a reason, so we're going to need to make. Let me just have a look at the arcane. So we're going to need green, black, red, orange, yellow, blue and violet. Alright, which I'm guessing you use purple for. So I am going to need to go and grab wool to the value 3 of each of those wools. Let's go and do that, and then we're going to need to do, and we're going to need a fair amount of diamonds, but luckily we've got them. We need to facepalm a little bit because I didn't just missed entirely that that particular setup. Let me go in there and grab those, and then we'll pop that away, and we are off to see our sheeps. You see, there was a reason I wanted all these sheep. So I haven't got all the colours yet, and we haven't actually got around to mass murdering them yet. No, I mean, haven't got around to separating them as they need to be separated, but it doesn't matter because I don't think brown was a colour, but if it was, we are not going to be found wanting. Shear all the sheeps. Might as well shear the white ones as well, because, you know, it will become valuable later. I need to come up with a better way of storing these guys, because this, see, here, straight away, bang, get, no. If you don't get back in that pen right now, doesn't matter. Oh God, Come on, in, 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 in. Oh, you're in. He's in a pen. That will do. All right. You see, they shouldn't be able to do that. That is apparently not possible for sheeps to do. Okay. Let me get away from these things. That noise is irritating. Hate sheep. Not in real life. Well, I'm not a fan. I'm not necessarily a fan of sheep in real life. I'm just, you know, sheep are sheep. Quite partial to a little bit of lamb now and again. So, right. Well, what do we need? We need green. So we need 1, 2, 3 of those. So that's one. We got white. We've got green. We have got 1, 2, 3 black. We've got 1, 2, 3 red, orange, yep, yellow we don't have, interesting, blue I don't have, purple I don't have, surprising, okay, but that is not a problem. There are no problems, there are only solutions, and our dye farm should be able to give us, what do we get, where do we get to? Orange, red, orange, so we need some yellow. 1, 2, 3. And then we need blue, which we'll get elsewhere, and then we need purple. 1, 2, 3. Blue obviously from lapis. So if we do that, that will give us orange, that gives us the yellow, that gives us the purple. And then it's just the red, I mean the blue even, that we need. Alright. Lapis, 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 lapis. If I were lapis, I would be in my valuables bag. And I would be there. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those to make a bunch of those. Oh, this is bloody expensive. I mean, I know it's not hugely expensive, but it is not cheap. Oh, we need iron as well, don't we? That's a good point. We need 7, 14, 21 iron. Oops, a little bit too many. But we're going to need 3 more anyway. Okay, right. I have got some coloured ingots to synthesize, and I think that's going to take us a little while, even with the high-speed creeper drop. So let us turn you back on, and we will go and grab those. No. Okay, those and those and those and those. These won't despawn, which is the nice thing, because that should keep them active, as I understand it anyway. We better do. We're going to pop you and you away. Got to keep you. Yep, and we're going to take that out of there and we'll pop that in there for now. Excellent. I'm going to let this lot cook and I will be back with you in a little while. I had a change of heart. I'm doing them one colour at a time because that means I can be processing the this side of the equation at the same time that that side of the equation is cooking. So that, yeah, is obviously a more effective use of time from my point of view. So I'm going to be doing this until we've got all 8 of these colours, and I'll be back in a bit. Alright, so one thing is I've realised I've not done right here is we're not getting let me just pick that up and turn these off. We're not getting the maximum benefit from this, and there's a simple reason. What happens is we pump up a whole chunk of this power in red aura, bang, straight up to that node there. That node then sends a whole chunk of power that way, but it also sends a whole chunk of power back down. And to address that, we are going to need to jump into our aura cascade bag. I'm going to grab 2 of those and 1 of those. And what we're going to do is we are going to do that, which will create a conserving aura node. Now that will not drop aura, it will only allow it to fall straight. You know what, I haven't got any blocks on me, have I? I've got those, they'll do. So what we can do here is go up and change out this aura node up here for the conserving aura node, and then in theory what should happen, there's only a little tiny bit of aura in that, so that's fine. In theory what should happen is any aura we pump up will all fire out that way. With me? Good, because I'm not. Oh dear. And yeah, let's give this a try. We should hopefully see a better rate of return. I may change this netherrack out, so seeing as we've got to leave this this exposed. I may change the netherrack out for something a bit nicer. Who knows? We'll see. Right, so we should have a big pile of aura there. We're gonna need to make a yellow gem. That looks far too much like gold. We need to do you. You've got virtually no power in you whatsoever, and bang, let's watch that. So what we should do is this should fire up, or not. Why did you do nothing? Better. But you can see this time there's no lines coming down and the power is going straight out of there. So let me just try that again. I mean, it's not like we haven't got TNT to spare. Oh, there's a red aura. It's pumped all of the red aura out. We'll probably need more in, otherwise we run the danger of blowing things up here. But yeah, that is actually going much more efficiently, I think. Oh, excellent. Right, I've got 3 more to do, so I'll be back in a bit. Alright, we're just coming up on the 300,000 mark on that that last cascading synthesizer node, and somewhere around there, bang, there you go, 1 cascading synthesizer. So what we're going to need is we are going to need to get a similar setup to this, but with only right, for starters we need to make sure we're not anywhere near we come in here. Let's put our cascading synthesizer there, and then we can put an aura. Oh, I need to make that blue thing as well, don't I? I don't see there's any benefit to is there any benefit to sticking a pump in there? Pumps don't I don't think there is really. Pumps only pump upwards, they don't pump sideways. I suppose we could stick a pump in. It's not going to hurt. We're not going to be using it as a pump, but it will stop the transfer, the propagation of the juice sideways on, so to speak. But this is going to go in like so. And then if we use that pump, like I say, now I have up powered this, I put a whole load more red aura in, and we're going to need to make a lot more red aura to use this. Let me turn you off for a second. I also need to make 2 more blue things to make a conserving aura node, and yeah, we're going to need gold. well, quite a bit of it if we haven't got a reasonable amount. And blue wool. Blue wool. Right, 2 blue wool. Well, 2 white wool actually, if I'm being technically correct there. 2 of those, because I've only got 22 gold there. I'm not sure how much gold I've actually got in the overworld. And we are going to want a couple of iron, so we're going to need to go back and grab more iron anyway for some. No, actually we don't need to grab more iron, do we? That's right. Well, we do. We need it for the red aura. So this will give us a third, and again we're going to TNT power. There are an awful lot of these pumps, and it's been commented that for example, the redstone pump is particularly powerful, and I've never been a big fan of it because it involves placing redstone, and yeah, you know, oh, this is gonna, you know what, I know what's going to happen here. Oh no, maybe not. Okay. Well, except of course I just took out the wrong hole. But that, and I know that I can hear the bat. He's out there. He's waiting for me. I may need to, in fact, possibly will need to think about doing the thing. There we go. Right, that's that. I'm thinking in terms of construction, because obviously there you go. I knew he was there. You just know, it's just instinctive. Wow, 81 stacks of gunpowder, 5 stacks of TNT already. Yeah. Right, let me get these in. Now these again are going to be 15 up. They're going to be a conserving aura node above this one, and then just a normal aura node. Well, conserving aura node is going to be above here, 15 above, and the normal aura node is obviously going to be up here, 15 above. But I'm thinking that I probably need to think about blocking this in, and maybe even replacing this with a reasonable build style as well. So I'll get that done. I'll check how long I've been recording and be right back. All right, I've just come back. There's actually more gold in the overworld than I thought we had. So yeah, there's a stack of aura. We're going to need it, I think. Now the other thing we should have is, I know I'm pretty certain I've got 20 aura left there. Let us do a full stack. I think will be more than adequate for what we need. And the other thing I need to be thinking about, which we'll be doing in a future episode, is automating this process. So let me show you what we've got. Now, angel steel is particularly useful, given that I have got the pickaxe, the axe of the thing, and the shovel of the thing, the shovel of the thing and the axe of the thing. You know what I'm talking about, from Thaumaturge. But they're obviously very specialist, and obviously these ones are limited in terms of durability. So this stuff has no durability. It's basically or infinite durability, or however you want to do it. But we've got our little tunnel there with the conserving node. We've got that going over there. That's going to pump around, and what we are going to do is we are going to place you in here. I'm just going to, before I fill this thing up, I'm going to do that and make sure that this does. Did that even fire? See, I'm seeing that if this is too close, that doesn't fire up. Better. Bang. Now, at the moment, you see the power that we're getting from that is very, very minimal. So I'm wondering, let me just try something here. Ugh, if I can do this. If I place this here. It's got red aura, so that's fine. Am I better pulling it away a block? Apparently not. Is it just really just being really prissy about things? I honestly do not know. What I do know is it's a bit of a pain in the bum. Anyway, but it is working, it's pumping, which is the main thing, and it is only pumping round like that. So this is coming out there, you can see that's coming back and the aura is coming back in. So what we shall do is if we click on that, you'll notice that the aura is not going that way. And that might be something we want to do down here, replace that with maybe a burning pump or something. It doesn't matter what pump it is, as long as it's a thing. The only problem is, of course, is we need to separate the aura out and get drain that, which is a bit more of a pain. We'll figure it. We will figure it. But it doesn't matter, we're going to put an awful lot of aura in here, and there is a reason for this. We're going to be basically putting a TNT block. Ultimately we're going to be placing a TNT block here. So at the moment you can see no progress. We've never had 10,000 power. So let us see. Nope, still not playing. Still not playing. Are you? Nope, still not playing. Why is this being such a pig? It was not this bad in testing. Okay. Let me just try it, because in testing I use, we need string. In testing I was using a dispenser with a timer on it to dispense the TNT. Now obviously the only difference here is I'm placing the TNT, but is that a sufficient difference? This is a good question. So let us see if we can't answer it. Now is there a way we can... Yes, excellent. And we shall jump in here and go plop 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 and plop plop plop. No, helps if you get a plot, the third plop obviously. We shall do that and that, and that gives us our dispenser. We need a bouton. A wooden bouton will do. For now, let's try this with a manual dispense and see what happens, because that should be working, and it clearly isn't working anywhere near as reliably as my test version, which will be somewhat annoying if that's the case. Right. We shall place our dispenser. We shall place our dispenser there. Can we boot on the top? I can't remember whether we can or not. We can. Right, there you go. Pow. I don't think the redstone block is necessary, but that has not taken it. Why is that not working? Alright, let me, I'm going to go and check my creative world. I'll be back in a moment. Alright, we've got it. It's all up there. So, we can now grab you out and replace you with a aura node, which will, that will drain happily down into here, because obviously aura cascades downwards. In a moment that will be empty. Bang, 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 bang. Come on, almost there. And yeah, I can live with the loss of 2. So that now should have, that's got 31, that's got 31. That's the only difference I can see. Now you have got 1 TNT, you've got 31 in there, bang. Now, do you see the power then? That spiked dramatically. I need more TNT, of course. Give me a stack. Because what you have to do for this is basically keep the TNT. There you go, there's 14,000. And you can see now we're getting well over 10,000. Now, if you imagine that run on a timer, it doesn't take a great deal of imagination. Now, this should never drop down to the point where it's empty. There should always be a point where that, I think the timer I had was 6 seconds actually, so I'm going a little bit fast for it. But you can see the power's dropping down slowly over time. The power drops, the power drops, the power drops, and eventually it will reach the point where you can drop another TNT down. Boom, and there you go. First degree angel steel. Now, that's a hell of a lot of effort for what is essentially an ingot of metal. So why would you go to this length? Well, if you take 3 of those and throw them on the ground, they become 2nd degree. 3 of those again will become 3rd degree. Now, if you look at that, that will make you can make a sword, which is equivalent to diamond without the things, and you can put the aura crystals on to get different effects on them as well. You can make the usual tools, and if we hang on, where are we? We need to just give you a bit of juice, I think. We'll slow it down. Just like that. Tick away. We'll chuck another thing. And eventually what will happen is, well, this will just keep running. So if we can automate this process, we can get these all day, every day. And that is what I'm aiming for. Right, let me just put some of this away a little bit. I wanted to show you something before we finish, and I'm not entirely sure how long I've been recording now, but the last episode I teased you with something, and it was a waypoint on the map. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little trip, and I'm going to show you something. And just give you an idea of just how badly tainted this area actually is. Now, unfortunately, to get there, we're going to have to faff around. I'm going to put you over here, and if I go into my Evilcraft folder, Evilcraft, get me one of those. We'll pop that and that back away, and that back away, actually. Yeah, that'll do. This is just in case, because obviously ghasts and unpleasant things. Hello, Mr. Pigman. You're not aggroed on me, are you? No good. I haven't got that pork chop anymore. I threw it away just in case I inadvertently ate it. I never realised that pigmen get aggroed if you eat pork chops around them, or at least make an aggroed noise. I haven't seen if they go, you know, all like homicidal on you. So this dungeon in the Nether. Now, obviously we got that. There's nothing. Yeah, there's a whole load of stuff down there. Yada yada things. But there's this tower. This is the bit that we follow, and we go up. We'll take a little stroll up this tower. It's a bit of a pain because. Oh, excuse me, sir. Excuse me. No, it's bad luck to go. I told you it was bad luck to cross on the stairs. But did you listen? No, you didn't. Right, so this will carry on up, and we'll carry on up here, we'll carry on up here, and we'll carry on up here. Now, this is actually quite an exciting little discovery, this tower, because I've never ever done any farms or anything on top of the Nether. It's going to be a little bit awkward because I've tainted it now, but this tower actually breaks the roof of the Nether. Breaks through the bedrock, and we can walk out on the Nether ceiling quite naturally. And I never realised that these would do that. but yeah, apparently they do. So if we look here, well, here we are on the roof of the Nether, and we need to head, hang on, let me get my map up that way. Right. And over here, past these mushrooms, this is the roof of the Nether above my base. This is what we've done. This, if this was the overworld, this is what we would have tainted chunk after chunk after chunk. I don't know what's over there. There shouldn't be anything on the actual roof, so that's fine. I mean, you just look at the size of this area. This would have all been destroyed in the overworld. So this is what I say when I refer to taint in Thaumcraft 5 possibly being a little bit OP, a little bit over the odds there. You know, it is seriously that is a huge area. I mean, just have to look. I mean, that must be what, 3, 6, 9, maybe 12 by 12 chunk circle. That's basically the entire loaded chunk area, the 10 by 10 loaded chunks. Now, where did I put that tower? This is why I waypointed it, of course, because of course it's very difficult to spot in the thing. So I think on that note, I think next episode we're going to work towards automating the cascading steel and as much of the TNT as we humanly can. There are obviously limitations on what we can do with that, because sand is going to be awkward. Possibly there may be a way and a means. I don't know. There are certainly ways to synthesize sand. Oop, I suppose we should eat. But can we? Ow! Get me through. Come on, can I get? Oh no, you can't, because it's a horse, isn't it? Yeah, I keep on forgetting that this thing is actually a horse. I mean, obviously it's not a horse, because that would be silly. But as far as the hello, where am I in relation to what? That's the tower. Ah, there's my cursor. Oh, right. Yeah, didn't know that went over this way. Hello, Mr. Wither Skeleton. One day I shall come and kill you. Yeah, anyway, so I think that's the next thing, is to automate that process. I will get enough to make 4 basic, actually 6 ingots worth, just so we can make some basic tools and try those out, and but for the next episode as well. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. As per usual, I derped around, and but we got there eventually. We did get there eventually, and that's what really matters, isn't it? That we got there. But until next time, I will see you soon, and bye for now.